Hello YouTubers, today I'm going to be doing an unboxing video of the Dell XPS 9510 model, and this is the 2021 model. This is what came out this year, and we just got this in the studio today, July 1st of 2021. So this is the 2021 model, and if I'm not mistaken, about 5 months ago I had done a review on the 9500, which is the 15.6 inch XPS. So the one that I did a review on approximately 5 months ago had the 10th generation of i7 CPU, Intel i7, and it had the GTX 1650 if I'm not mistaken. I don't have the specifications with me right now, but this unit right here, this 9510 comes equipped with the 11th generation of Intel i7-H, the H category of processors. These are Rocket Lakes, and this specific model that comes on this unit is the 11800H. So these new units, if I'm not mistaken, they look very identical to the 2020 model, but the only difference here is that they have the new generation of CPU, the i7-H processor in the category of H, and it also has the new video cards, the GTX 1650 integrated. Well, shared memory. Well, here is the unit. The boxing is very similar like any other XPS boxing packaging. I'm gonna put the box away now. And this is the black sleeve that Dell XPSs are, that Dell sends them in. It's a very neat packaging. Dell is very meticulous in their the way that they package the materials. You can see, I mean, they look very similar to the way that Apple packages their products as well, like MacBooks. So go ahead and seal this. And I had been waiting for this unit for many months, and I had been going back and forth. I would put an order in and hoping that Dell would upgrade the versions of the CPU from the 10th generation to the 11th gen, and it didn't happen. But just recently, when Dell announced that they were going to incorporate the new 11th generation i7 processors, I went ahead and put the order in, and to my surprise, this unit was supposed to arrive. It was supposed to arrive by the end of July, but to my surprise, I got a notification last week, about 3-4 days ago, that the unit it had already shipped out. It was on its way. So I cannot be happier, so I can do this review for you guys, and we can go over some of the the first impressions of this unboxing. There you go. As you can see, it's an XPS, and I wouldn't know if there's anything that would distinguish the unit from the 2020 model, with the exception of the internals, which is the new CPU 11th gen Rocket Lake processor. This one comes equipped with the version of 11800H, which is 8 cores and 16 threads. Let me put it aside. What else comes in the packaging? Here is your warranty information, just like any other unit. And if I'm not mistaken, it has a small quick guide as to how to open, how to activate the unit, and additional warranty information. This is part of the packaging. I want to see if they send the dongle. Oh yes, the dongle is there. This is the power supply. It's 130 watts provided by Dell, included in the unit. So this is your power supply. And yes, Dell provides, unlike other vendors, Dell, since it doesn't have any USB 3.0, it only has USB-C and Thunderbolt 4. Dell provides this dongle, so it's very useful, very convenient, because you don't have to go out there and you don't have to buy an additional dongle. So this is great. You connect this via your USB Type-C connection, and it has an output for one additional USB 3.0 an HDMI port. So this is very handy. Although I have my own dongle with multiple connections, but this is very useful, convenient, and very appreciative on behalf of Dell that they still provide this to their, to their customers. So that's what as far as the box, that's what the box includes. And when you close the box back, it has like this lip here is like magnetic, as you can see, and it snaps back in place. So very neat. Yeah, I can see the two magnets where the magnets are attached, protruding from there, the round magnet system, and it's very nice. Dell took their time to customize, and the way they packaged this box in. And here is the unit. So let's pull the unit aside, and I'm gonna remove the plastic. Again, if you just logged into watching my video, I am doing an unboxing and first review video of the new Dell XPS 2021 model, the 9510. This is the Dell 9510. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna open it up now. So if you open the unit, like if the unit is facing, if the touchpad is facing you, so the logo is going to be facing that way. So that's how you know which way you have the unit. So if you have it like this, it's going to open up the other way. Before I open it, we're going to go over the ports. So here we have some type of Dell, I do not know if it's proprietary, but some sort of locking system. This is a Thunderbolt 4 and another Thunderbolt 4 USB Type-C ports here. Now, turning it around, we have a full-size SD card reader. We have a mic input for microphone and an additional USB Type-C. If I'm not mistaken, this USB Type-C port does not support Thunderbolt 4. Now, in the front, there's nothing else there. It does have this unit does have some sort of LED lights that lets you know when the battery is charging and for different type of other functions. In the back, this is a ventilation vent, and right in the middle of the hinge of the lid, there's like a ventilation and exhaust. There's an exhaust grill there where, the fans are gonna kick the hot air out. This unit comes equipped with Windows XP Professional Edition included on my order. I'm gonna open the unit up, and it didn't have any protective sleeve here or anything on top of the screen. So here's the unit itself. The keyboard feels nice, like any other Dell XPS unit. Although I am I'm a ThinkPad guy, so I prefer ThinkPad keyboards, but it is what it is. The touchpad and this Dell XPSs are one of the best ones out there. I mean, if not the best, if it wasn't for the MacBooks that had like the #1 touchpads out there. But this will be in the Windows line of machines. This is like the best that you can get. This is a huge touchpad. Although Dell have had issues in the past with the touchpad not working, having some sort of a clicking mechanism. I'm not really sure how this unit is going to play out. I have to spend a couple of days with it. I have to, consistently use it to find out if there are any issues with the touchpad. So I do not notice anything as far as the clicking. I'm going to get the unit a little bit closer so that you can hear the clicking. That is what it sounds like. So that's what it sounds like. So also the power button includes a fingerprint reader. The power button is also a fingerprint reader, has a fingerprint reader sensor. So it seems to have had battery power. So I had some power there. I'm gonna activate it as well, and we're gonna go over the specifications now of this unit. So we're gonna begin with the CPU. Like I was telling you, this is the 11th. It has the 11th generation i7. This is the i7-11800H processor, and this is the 10th generation of Intel's H line of processor, and the code name for this processor is Rocket Lake. And it has more to it. This runs on the 45 watt. This is like a heavy duty type of processor that that is used in combination of integrated video cards. So you know that the U type of processors were released last year, and they are connected to the Iris graphics, but this is more advanced. Like, it has more power, more strength. These are the CPUs that connect to these are the CPUs that are connected to the video card. Is on a different level. This is more like for content creation, media, and a little bit of gaming and so on. So there I was just able to connect the unit to my local home Wi-Fi network, and it is connected to the network now. I'm gonna activate it. Obviously, like, I'm gonna activate it now under like a different name, and because then I'm gonna do a little bit of upgrade. So this unit came with the specifications right out of the box of this unit are the following. It has so this comes with the display is a 15.6 HD display, and the resolution is 1920 by 1200, and this is a 16 by 10 aspect ratio, along with 500 nits of brightness. Now, okay, so I just skipped fingerprint sensor activation and detect face ID. I skipped that for now because I just want to log into the unit so that we can read the rest of the specifications. But this is what we have. So for this unit, you're looking at a 1920 by 1200 Infinity Edge non-touch anti-glare 500 nits display. The reason why I got this type of display is because I wanted to save on battery power, but they do have higher versions of displays out there. They have a 3.5K upgrade, but it cost $400 for that one, so it was a little bit on the expensive side. That one has a resolution of 3456 by 2160, and it is 400 nits. But again, it's an OLED display, superior to the one that I got, but it is what it is. It cost much more. You're looking at 400 additional dollars. Perfect. So if you get a 1920 by 1200, you're gonna be saving a lot of battery power. Your battery is gonna last longer, and by your battery lasting longer, you have to charge it less. So that's what it is. It comes equipped with Windows 10 Professional, and it can be upgraded to Windows 11 when it comes out. It does have a little bit of bloatware. It has the McAfee, a 30-day trial, and so on, but I'm not going to use that. We're going to remove that. The SSD that it comes built in here is M.2 PCIe, and if I'm not mistaken, it's the 4-lane version option. I do not know if the SSD is 4-lane, but the drive, the M.2 drive is, because this is an Intel 11th generation i7. So I got it with 512, but I am going to upgrade it to 1 terabyte, and since it has 2 bays, I can always keep the 512 and add my main as the 1 terabyte, or vice versa. The video card is an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 Ti, and it has a memory of 4 gigabytes. It's DDR6, and it's on a 45 watt architecture. It has a 6-cell battery, 86 watt hour. The CPU, we already went over it. It has no Microsoft Office or anything like that. Drivers come built in. It has a 16 gigabyte memory, but it has 2 slots for memory. So I'm gonna be swapping them and upgrading the memory, because I only got it with 512 SSD drive, and I'm gonna be putting a 1 terabyte drive on it, and I'm gonna upgrade the memory as well. I'm gonna be putting 2 sticks of 16 gigabyte 3200 megahertz on each one of the slots, so I would have a combined memory capacity of 32 gigabytes. So here's the unit from behind, and as you can see here, it has the exhaust The exhaust vents are at the bottom of the hinge, and the intake vents are here. So it's very nice, this the way that Dell designed this, because you don't have your exhaust like on the right hand side. So if you're holding a mouse, you feel all that heat on the left hand side. Instead, they decided to put it in the back. So this is what a unit looks like. Like I said, it looks very similar, if not identical, to the previous model that came out in 2020. But the only difference is that it has a new CPU. It has the 11th gen H type of processors, and it also has the new generation of video card, the NVIDIA GTX 3050 Ti. As opposed to the Dell XPS that came out last year, it had a GTX. My apologies. This one has an RTX 3050. So the previous model had a GTX 1650. So it is quite an upgrade. So there are many reasons why, you know, this new generation of video card is a good upgrade, because it's very convenient for content creators. It has this technology called ray tracing, and it also uses artificial intelligence power video editing and a couple of other things. So if you're in that business, you're going to take advantage of this unit, because the technology is already built in there. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to see the internals. I'm going to attempt to open the unit so that you can take a look inside. You can see where the memory slots are located, the SSD bay drive, the capacity of the battery. Well, we already know it's an 86 watt-hour battery, but again, I wanted to make that as a full part of the unboxing and first impression. So let me go ahead and if I recall well, the last time we used for the previous model, the 2020 model that I unboxed on about 5 months ago, we used a Torx 5. So I'm gonna try the same. I'm gonna try to use the same screw driver with the bit being a Torx 5, and yes, it does work. So it is a Torx 5, or is it? Yes, it is. It is a Torx 5. So I can confirm that it uses the same type of screw sizes, Torx 5. So you're not going to have a problem if, in other words, you can use the same screwdriver that you used to open your previous model. It's going to open this unit as well. And while I'm opening this, I'm going to take advantage of the opening of the case, so that I can upgrade also the SSD and memory I can upgrade the memory slot and add additional memory there. It's gonna be a little difficult to open the XPS because of the way that it was engineered with this type of material. So I'm gonna be using some sort of a prying tool, something like this. If not, I can use this, or if I have more difficulty, I can use this one as well. So bear along, and we're gonna try to get the unit open so that you can see the internals. Just bear along, and we're gonna get this done. So if you are opening a unit such as this, I recommend that you remove the battery. If you don't remove the battery, it's your own risk. Just make sure you know that your warranty is active, but the right way to do it is to remove the battery first. Or if you're not going to remove the battery, then you need to somehow find ground. So in most of these things that these toolkits that they sell, a ground wristband is included, so do consider that. I'm gonna begin trying to rip an opening from here, but I'm gonna use the metal one better. You know what, not the metal one. I'll try the plastic one. Okay, so I already said that it's getting difficult. I'll try somewhere else. Try here. Having the same issue accessing there. Okay, so I was able to find an opening from the middle. Like there's this little notch, so I ran the prying tool in the middle and I slid it by, and it created an opening. So I'm gonna try to follow the same opening and go all the way on both sides and do the same thing for the opposite side as well. And I do see that it's coming about, so it is prying off. I just want to be very careful that I don't damage any other internal parts, because I do not know if the case is connected anywhere else to either sensor cable, or I wouldn't want to damage any of that, because most likely I will go out of warranty, so we don't want to do that. So I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side. Now that I got it to give way on one side, there you go, you see? So I'm gonna attempt to do the same thing for the other side. I just gotta be very careful. So I'll begin. I'm gonna carry over the opening and the prying tool, and I'm gonna try to do the same thing, but to run it across to the other side. It's difficult. It is difficult. So Dell really does very well in the way that they package the unit. So this little plastic kind of came off. It seems to have broken apart. I don't know, you tell me. This doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. But anyway, so it is what it is. So here we have the internals. So these are the internals. So as you can see, I am going to turn it around, making sure that I have it in good focus. So here we have our SSD base. The previous model that I had unboxed, the 2020 model, it was missing the screw for the SSD, and this one seems to be missing the screw as well. So it is missing a screw. So if you plan to swap or put an additional SSD, you're gonna have to order on eBay or Amazon one of those SSD screws. These are the two slots for memory. So this unit came equipped with 16 gigabytes, 8 in pair, and I'm gonna be upgrading it with 16 in pair for a total of 32 gigabytes. And this is a 512 PCIe SSD, and I'm gonna be upgrading this one as with a 1 terabyte, and this 512 I'm gonna move it over. So it has 2 exhaust fans. This is the architecture for the cooling system. It doesn't have a vapor chamber, but it does have some sort of advanced cooling system. I mean, Dell did a good job in the way that the intakes are here and the exhaust are in the back. It has their dual fan heat pipes. It has 2 pipes, and I meant to say the venting, it goes through the back via the hinge, it creates like an unobtrusive hidden, exhaust ventilation mechanism that is not getting in the way of you if you have a mouse and you have your you're feeling all that heat. Now, as far as Wi-Fi, it has a Wi-Fi 6, if I'm not mistaken. It's a killer Wi-Fi 6 AX1650 plus Bluetooth 5.1. And so this is it. The battery capacity, 86 watt hour. and I do not have details on the sound system, but it is a round sound if I'm not mistaken. So there you have it. This is the unboxing and first impression review of the new Dell XPS 2021 model. This is the 9510 model. Thank you guys for watching my unboxing video, and if you like the type of content that I create, you hit a like and subscribe. Thank you very much, guys.